All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin this lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High and the proper names in the Paleo Hebrew tongue. I want to say, Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Akakadash Ma'amath, Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, whom the world eagerly and willingly call God or Jehovah, by Hashem meaning in the name of, Yahweh Shai meaning He who delivers, whom the world eagerly and willingly call JC today. I want to give a double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well, and another double honor to my elder as well, Ahara One bin Yasha Allah, at the Lions Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. Salutations to the 144,000 hopeful elect, pushing this truth across the four winds, and to the one-third remnant believers on Yahweh Shai. Shalom, shalom. It's all right, man. It's going to be a quick spiritual hydration, a quick lesson put together through the spirit power of Yahweh Shai, based on ruling your spirit. Because in these times that we're in, these days, we have to show forth ourselves as men. We have to rule our spirits, basically. You know what I'm saying? So, basically what I mean is, keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, first and foremost. And secondly, just walking in the spirit of being wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Because a lot of trips and traps and on this side, and we don't want to get tripped up and fall and be in a bad position. We want to use wisdom to get ourselves out of whatever situation we may be in. And I'm going to start off in the book of Proverbs, chapter 25 and verse 28, and it says, "He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls." All right. You don't have your own, a city that is broken down and without walls is a city that can be easily conquered. So you don't want to be easily conquered, basically to the fiery darts of the wicked, the fiery darts of Satan, the shit he has set up on this side as stumbling blocks to cause us to fall. You know what I'm saying? So you want your shit to be fortified. You want to be fortified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. You don't want to be like, 2/3 of our people that basically, they wherever the wind take them at, they do whatever feel good. They basically are cities broken down without walls. They're not fortified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. So it's easy for them to fall. It's easy for them to fall into Esau's trap. You know what I'm saying? But the scriptures tell us to, it says, basically be vigilant because your adversary, the devil, walking about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. And if you ain't fortified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, you're basically going to fall. I'm going to get that one more time. It says, "He that have no rule of his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls," man. You see how these celebrities living. These celebrities, they're going to do whatever Esau tell them to do. No matter if it go against the grain, basically. If it go against the grain, they still going to do it, man. But right, let me go to the next precept. This is Proverbs chapter 16. In verse 32, and it says, "He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit is than he that taketh a city." All right, man. He that ruleth his spirit is better than he that taketh the city. Because that shows a form of wisdom on how we use wisdom in certain situations. Like going into the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, and it talks about the poor man's wisdom was despised. The poor man, through his wisdom, he gained the city. You see what I'm saying? So he was better than one that took the city, because he had the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Yahweh Shai. And it says, "He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty." It's all right. We get mad on this side. At the end of the day, we men. The Lord told us to show ourselves as men. But we don't just go around the earth taking our anger out on everybody. Scripture tell us to be angry and sin not. So we know not to take our anger out on ourselves or on our families, whatever case may be, or just a person on the street. I get mad when I see broken hand, letter movement, LGB motherfuckers just walking the street freely, man. You know what I'm saying? But those type of situations, you gotta rule your spirit. You get mad when you see them trying to force all this crazy ass shit on your children, man. But in those moments, we have to learn how to rule our spirit. And just let Yahweh Shai fight for us. And just to basically keep that spirit away from us and our family, man. And that's what it means to basically be in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shah. Easy to let the shit go that's in the world and let it not phase us because we focus on his spirit. It says, he that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit is he that taketh the city, man. So right, in order to rule your spirit, you have to have temperance. And temperance is basically abstaining from something, the act of abstaining from something. Temperance. And we abstain ourselves from the ways of the world. And follow after Yahweh Shah. So ultimately we can gain that crown. Show Yahweh Shemel Shah that we loyal to him. We're gonna do what's pleasing in his sight. And deny ourselves basically. And this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 24. And it says, know ye not, they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. So right, man, in order to run, you have to be fortified. You know what I'm saying? We all running this race. When you finna get ready to run a race, you ain't gonna just wake up and just go and run. You're gonna stretch first. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna make sure, everything on point. I mean, it was a time in my life when I thought I was the fastest. Every time I was race, I would always come out the fastest. And then one day we was having this little, play day in front of the whole school or whatever the case may be. And we was doing the relays, on the track in front of the whole school. I just thought that I was the fastest. I ain't had to train or none of that. So I got up, went to the race the next morning, and I ran my all. You know what I'm saying? Ain't eat no breakfast, ain't drink no water. I just went to the race, ran my all, and ended up tearing one of my muscles in my thigh. I ended up tearing a muscle in my thigh. This is like 6th grade. And then I tore the muscle in my thigh. I ain't ran the same since. You see what I'm saying? But right, man, you have to, in order, basically what I'm trying to say, if you finna run a race, you're gonna make sure that everything, you're gonna make sure everything on point. You see what I'm saying? Basically what I mean is, by us running this race for Yahweh Shemel Shah, we're gonna make sure that we have on the full armor. And that full armor comes with being fortified and also, ruling your spirit. Basically what I'm trying to say. You ain't finna just wake up and try to fight the weight of this, fight this world or fight the spirit of this world. You have to read first, get the wisdom, knowledge, understanding. And once you have the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, then you can go out there and fight. Basically what I'm trying to say. So you have to make sure everything fortified. You have to make sure everything having on the full armor of Yahweh Shemel Shah. And it says, know ye not that they which run in the race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for the masteries is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. Right? You'll see Floyd Money Mayweather putting in so much work to be the best. Ultimately because he want people to say that he the best. That's an incorruptible crown. You see how people, they'll put their children in basketball and football early, in hopes that they can make it to the league. So, to get them out the ghetto or whatever the case may be, ultimately to receive an incorruptible crown. But us, we on these highways and byways fighting and building, ultimately, to receive that incorruptible crown. Salaki, our people do it to receive a corruptible crown. We do it to receive an incorruptible crown. So right, man, we on these highways and byways teaching and preaching, so we may be found pleasing in Yahweh Shemel Shah. We want Yahweh to look down and look at us and see Yahweh Shah in us. So ultimately, man, everything that we do, we striving to receive an incorruptible crown. And in doing so, you have to be temperate, the act of abstain from the ways of this world. That don't mean be no super Hebrew, no super over righteous bug out Hebrew. But I mean, just be balanced. Be balanced in this truth, and just, just do what needs to be done to be pleasing in the sight of Yahweh Shemel Shah. We all have different battles that we fight, basically what I'm trying to say. And we know what battles that we fight. So you know what you got to trim off, basically. You know what you got to do. And it says, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. So right, we fighting, man. We doing it basically to make it. You know what I'm saying? That's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect. You know, we doing it to basically make it to the kingdom. And that comes with day by day, day after day, fighting day after day, doing what needs to be done, day after day, to make it to the Lord. And it says, verse 27, but I keep under my body and bring it unto subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. So right, man, going back into, ruling over your spirit. You want to have that rule over your spirit and bring your body into subjection of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, present your body as a living sacrifice. So now you see it's certain things that us and His truth do, these Hebrews do, those that serve Yahweh Shem Yahshua in truth and sincerity, than, those in the world or those wicked wolves that try to fake like they serve the Father. They try to fake like they serve His Son. You see what I'm saying? So we keep under our body into subjection, because we don't want to be, like those branches that was broken off, that Yahweh Shem Yahshua broke off. We want to make it all the way to the end, to the kingdom. Make it on the chariot, man. When it's all said and done with, right, man? He that have no rule of his own spirit is like a city that is broken down without walls. I pray this lesson was edifying. Shalom, on to the next.